Okay, we're just going to do a quick video to give a demo of more capturing TCP in Wireshark. So capturing more TCP IP traffic. So FTP and email, so we see the web with HTTP goes over TCP, and we'll see that FTP and email do as well. And right now I have Wireshark currently capturing with this kennyjeff.com. So I will FTP in. Let's see. So you can see in the background that this is my sftp program trying to connect. It's not getting a response. So let's try it on the default port. Right, it's not, so let's see. Okay, we're going to listen on, we'll go to CS instead. So this is the IP address we want to use for CS. Alright, I'm going to do that. I just want to get rid of all that. Alright. Okay, so the FTP program already has sent some information, and this is using SSH, so some of this stuff we should not see. So let's see. So there's a sink, a sync, and an ACK that establishes a connection. Then there is a TCP packet. And then everything after that is data. So here it just sent the text SSH to OpenSSH. Okay, so that's just telling it what it's going to use, and then that's from the client to CS, and then CS responds, yes, it's going to do SSH as well. And then we have a couple of acknowledgments, and then we have TCP. This is information about the encryption that's going to happen. Sent from my computer to CS. Then we have some key exchange. Okay, so this is encryption stuff. Some acknowledgments. More. So this is all encryption stuff that's happening. Shouldn't mean much to us. Okay, and we'll see encrypted packets in here. And so what's happening here, I could show you exactly what was sent here. So this is what was sent over the network, but it won't have the password that I just typed because it's encrypted, and that's the whole point of using SSH. All right, now if I type something like ls, again, since I'm using sftp, you won't see anything. These are all encrypted packets. you won't see this text show up because it's all encrypted. Not as easy to show what's going on. And FTP without the S, without the secure, is disabled. Alright, let's reset. But there is TCP, so it is going over TCP. It's just that it's not text. So these encrypted packets, that was information coming from the server. And this is all data. It's just encrypted data. It doesn't mean anything until you decrypt it. Alright, but let's refresh the screen. And I'll send an email. So let's say I'll send an email from my personal account. Let's go the other way. Okay, so let's say that I'll send this to kingjeff@gmail.com. Alright, and this is should be secure email, so should be that if I just look at what's happening over the network, I don't actually see any of that. I don't see who it's going to or anything. So TLS is a email protocol, or another secure protocol. There's a bunch of information here. Some of it is TCP. Yeah, not much to say there. You could look at the TLS version 1 protocol and make sense of some of this stuff, and a lot of it's encrypted. We'll say, let's pause. Well, let's look over this internet protocol again. Alright, so far we saw TCP, IPv4, Ethernet. On the bottom, there's programs we've used, Telnet. HTTP is web browsers. IMAP I just used with my Thunderbird is using IMAP and SMTP. SSH is when you're using PuTTY. Another one of the, instead of TCP, another one of the transport layer protocols that's commonly used is UDP. So this is contrasted with TCP. TCP is reliable and sequenced. So let's see. Contrast TCP and UDP. TCP is reliable, synchronized. UDP is not, but less overhead. Okay, so with TCP, when we were looking over here, just to establish a connection, there were these acknowledgments, which there's no data. It's just completely, if you were looking in terms of amount of information just to get data, this is no data at all, so it's wasted. And then inside of each, even inside of a packet that has information, let's just load up the CS page here, get some fresh. Okay, so let me go to the end. Alright, so even when there is information, there'll be information in here at some point in time. You're sending the header. There's a TCP header. Okay, so the UDP doesn't have the synchronization, so there's less overhead. It could be faster. So if we want to see something that's UDP, so if we're looking for UDP Then DNS queries are one, and video and voice traffic. So let's just do an experiment and see. Let's see if this ends up being, if we go to YouTube, does it actually go to that IP? There's probably more than one IP it could go to. Okay, so that might be for YouTube. Let's reset the screen. And let's go to youtube.com. Alright, there is some data, TCP and HTTP, loading the home page. Now let's see about if let's play this ad. Well, it's going to play on its own anyway. Go to the bottom. So that's inside of TLS. So we're actually seeing what's going on there. We'll have to come back to that then. Since it's over HTTPS, let me look around a little. Okay, we'll say that's it for this little demo. If you're we're trying to view video, but then YouTube sends everything over secure sockets. So we'll have to talk about secure sockets first, but we're not ready for that.